Cool. So we move to the next topic. The next topic is about Newcastle and how Newcastle they have come out from. I mean, they did have not the best start. I would say it was a little shaky, but as you know, the season has progressed. Whether you look at the Champions League or the Premier League, anyone could say that Eddie Howe has got a grip on the team, and it's not just that they are winning and getting points on the board, but the way they're winning, the way they're playing, it's also very entertaining and good to see as a football fan. Like a good example would be their win over PSG, uh, in the midweek in the Champions League. Although I definitely feel that PSG they didn't play bad necessarily. They had 70% of the possession, and of course, like they were away, so they didn't. I mean, they although they had the position, they didn't create a lot of chances. But look, the way Newcastle like played, the energy, and also like with English teams and with Newcastle especially, there is a threat aerially all the time. And I think Newcastle is they are really good when the ball is
Yeah,
in the air, and they're really good with set pieces as well. Whether it's from a corner or from a free kick, they have really good tall players who can totally dictate the terms on the box when the ball is in the air and score goals or create chances. And that was, I think, one of the things that PSG could not handle. And of course, like after I think the third goal went in, it was curtains anyways. But what I loved about it is the support that they got from St James's Park, and I think it's going to stay on for the rest of the season, even if they're not playing Champions League, and even if they're playing in the EFL Cup or the Premier League or whatever. By the way, we are facing Newcastle in the Carabao Cup in the next round, so that's going to be a treat as well. A replay from last year's final. So it's at Old Trafford, I think, which is, well, I don't even know. We've lost two matches at home. So, anyways, speaking of Newcastle, fantastic result in the midweek, a draw. In the Premier League. What are your thoughts, Aitun Mag, on this season and how you've changed the game and you look really sharp? And I think that top four is realistic this season. What are your thoughts?
well, from the Brighton match, it was a complete turnaround. The way we started playing after the Brighton match, it's really hopeful that we will again finish in top four. But yes, there are certain issues in our squad, in our teams, which need to be addressed right away. Else, we couldn't be matching in top four places. And like you see, we are constantly playing Dan Burn as left back, and he has done his part way more than we expected. But I think there is some point of time when we bought Lewis Hall, when we have Matt Target in our team, we should be really giving them chances. And in the final moments of the game, it really makes a difference. Like today's match, we are comfortably winning 2-1 till 86th or 87th minute, and then the attack came from the left side. Barn couldn't fall back. He played all the games for last 5 matches in 15 days. So it's really difficult for him to, at this age, being a center back, playing a left back,
How
going
old is he?
forward, coming down. He's around 32, I guess. So it takes a toll on players, and it cost us 2 points. I'm not really bothered about the 2 points, but it really bothers me that there are matches where we could have easily won that match. Due to some reason, we lost that point.
What
So
about Louis
yeah,
Mille? Does he play left back?
no, Miley is not a left back. He's a midfielder.
Louis Smiley, yes, this
Luis
guy
Smiley
used
is
to hype.
not a left back. So no, I was talking about Hall and Matt Target. So we bought Hall, but we
Oh
really haven't
yeah,
given enough
even
chances.
Matt Target and
Yeah.
Lewis Hall. Yeah,
Yes,
that's weird.
that's one more concerning point. The point I was discussing in our WhatsApp group that Eddie Howe is little bit of I say rigid about changing his starting 11, a comfortable 11. to be a more ambitious, to be, those elite managers who really can take the risk. There are matches. See, today's match is a right point. We could have started Lewis Hall. West Ham
Yeah.
is a match where we could have really tried and give, Dan Burn a well-deserved rest. Like, see, another chances is, I mean, not chances. Another point is that we have missed few key players like Joelinton is missing, Barnes is missing, Willock is missing, Gordon is absent due to his fifth yellow card. So despite of that, we really played well. At least first half, it was a little bit shaky. We did miss pass. We did conceded some I mean considered the lazy goal. I would say lazy because it could have been saved, but something didn't happen right away. But from second half, it completely different. And in our WhatsApp group, I was talking that they are parking the bus way too early. From the start of the second half, West Ham started to doing this parking the bus strategy. It's not gonna hold for Newcastle at least. So yeah, I mean I said them that once we scored once, it will floodgate will open. Isaac missed a really, I mean, he could have buried his third goal. I mean, it's a easy goal he missed and he hit on the post. But yes, there are key players are coming. And one more point is Botman was missing for last 3-4 matches. So it was a big miss for us today. Well, given take, I would say in away match again, West Ham, 1 point is it's not too much a loss. We have easier fixture next to match Crystal Palace and Wolves. Before we face Arsenal, probably mid of October or early November, I would say. So yeah, I see things are going in our way. Maybe top five until we meet Arsenal. Then probably we have Chelsea. So these two big matches coming in November. Yeah, I'm explicitly happy with not just PSG, the way we thrashed, Sheffield 8-0 victory. 8-0 is something we never thought of.
Yep.
And one more point is we eliminated Man City. That's another game I would
Yeah,
like.
of course.
I
Right.
was I was so happy with that match. It gives me more joy than beating PSG sometimes because I
Absolutely.
see PSG is a team. I mean, I've seen their games against before PSG. They probably lost to Marseille or Lens. I don't remember their opponent. If you stretch them enough wide, there are chances. You can open their faces because Mark Winhouse and who's that other guy who was playing? I don't remember who's the other guy was playing. Grenier, maybe? No.
Yeah, Skriniar, Skriniar.
Yeah, Skriniar. So I mean, see, Skriniar is a little bit, slow with the ball, so it you can stretch the PSG defense. So even when we reach to Paris and we play against them, I think it will not be a problem to beat them. But man, the way we play against City, it was really impressive. So I was more happy with City wins than the PSG wins. Yeah, so
Top
I
of
hope we'll
the
be
top of the table
yeah.
as well in the Champions League in the group of death. So
Just 2 matches. It's too early to say when we
Four
have
more games
four
to
more
go.
matches to go. Yeah, 4 more matches to go, and next we have Dortmund. So it's a huge match, Dortmund.
but
If
surely like
Newcastle win, if Newcastle win that game, I think they're through, right?
is it in
I hope so.
Germany? It's not in
No,
England, is it?
it's a home match. It's a home match.
Oh, so
Our,
there you go.
our
Yeah.
next our next next league our home match is Milan, and next two will be in Paris and Dortmund.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
guys
That
are
is.
qualifying for sure.
Let's see. The next match is against Dortmund is very crucial, and I hope
Right.
it gives us 3 points. So yeah,
Right.
that's from me.
I'll move to Jishmeister because he loves Newcastle. Most importantly, he loves Callum Wilson as well. But uh, Isak is has scored 6 goals in the Premier
Yes,
League so far, and he scored twice like
jointly
this week as well.
jointly second. Jointly
with
second in the score tally right away with Sun.
Son. Yeah. So what do you think, like from an attacking point of view? And Isak is like from the time he came to Newcastle, he's just been proving to be a really, really good striker. He I think he had a
Hmm.
shaky start with some injuries and stuff like that. But now that he's playing regularly, he's putting the goals on the sheet as well. So what are your thoughts in terms of Newcastle? So last season Newcastle were really good defensively. This season they are scoring a lot of goals as well, and they've sold Saint Maxima. So what are your thoughts in terms of the progress that they're making in this season, at least in the Premier League? Do you see them like having a better chance at top four than last season? Because it's this season seems a little open as well, and they are probably playing better football.
Well, I mean, I think they've recruited really well. I mean, players like Lewis Hall and Harvey Barnes and Anthony Gordon came in um, January, right? And Sandro Tonali. These are amazing recruits. I think the team is good. It's just that they got drawn into a very difficult Champions League group that's going to make their life a little difficult, especially for the first half of the season. Um, Other than this fixture congestion, if they were to be knocked out of the Champions League, I would probably say for sure they're going to make the top four. I just love the way they play. They play good football. They're defensively solid. They're probably the only team that you can say in the Premier League, well, not the only team, but one of the best teams to watch. As a neutral, you would probably look at them. They're probably better to look at and then watch as a neutral than even Liverpool or Brighton. You'd love to watch them. Their drive, their hunger, the passion that they wear on their sleeves, and it's just phenomenal. So I would definitely rate Newcastle's
It's
season, and I
just
would
you.
expect
I think maybe it's just you.
probably maybe maybe there's something off with me, but I feel like there's something big happening there. It's not just the finances. I think they
Yeah,
have a
of
wonderful
course.
future ahead.
If you had to pick one team other than Arsenal that you would love and support, it has to be Newcastle, right?
Not really. There isn't really another team in the
Look at
Premier
him.
League.
He's blushing. He's blushing. I don't know why you blush when you hear Newcastle.
No, not at all. Listen, I do not have a
He has
second.
some kind of crush on Newcastle. It seems.
Not at all.
Callum Wilson.
Not at all. I do not have a second team in the Premier League. I just don't. I can't even think of a team. Yeah.
But you're
Hey
always
man,
talking about Newcastle.
But that's because I
on a
love the. Listen, the reason is I'll tell you. It's very straightforward. I'm not going to beat around the bush. They have some players that I would love to have. I would love to have Bruno Guimaraes in my team. I would love to have either of those two strikers in my team.
Which
Um,
ones?
Either one of
Isak and
Isak and
Say the
Callum.
name. Yeah, there you go.
And I would love to have Almiron as the backup to Bukayo Saka. I would love to have Kieran Trippier.
Dude, that's already
man,
50% of the team.
the
You also
only
want Eddie
problem
Howe
that
as the manager for Arsenal in
Sorry?
case you guys lose.
No,
Do
no,
you also want
no.
Eddie Howe
I
as?
no. I like Arteta better than Howe for sure.
Oh, thank God.
the only
Yeah.
problem, Miguel Almiron has, sometimes he forgets that he has a right leg and he is
yeah,
struggling with his right leg.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he gets pretty, predictable every time he gets the ball. Everyone understands he either cuts in or he will take a ball in late fit then cross. So
Right.
that's one challenge. That's why I sometimes rate Jacob Murphy over Miguel Almiron. And
yeah,
wait for the players coming: Botman, Willock, Wellington, Anthony
Mm-hmm.
Gordon, and Barnes. It will be a different thing. And there is one big speculation is coming that Newcastle is looking into Smith Rowe from Arsenal. So it's already started. I don't know how much
Well,
true it is, but I
I,
would
I
love to have him in
if you're
Newcastle.
talking about that, we have already agreed, terms with Ivan Tony. So we'll see for January.
Let's
Okay.
see. Let's see.
Okay.
Ivan Tony. Oh my God,
But
great player.
isn't he banned for 8 months and it goes to
Not for
March, I guess.
till the December end.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Okay. So thank you for watching that video. We are a community of passionate football fans, and we post weekly videos on transfer news, match reactions, tactical analysis, and sometimes just gossip on the most exciting sport in the world. If that's what you like to hear, then hit that subscribe button and join the conversation with us.